My name is Cheyton Hall. I am the current president of the UNCA College Democrats. I was born and raised in Asheville. I, of course, am a political science major. And so I think what we're doing right now is we're currently trying to make sure people are aware of what to do when ICE is spotted and what not to do. I think that's going to be really key moving forward. The do's and the don'ts. So we have that kind of listed here. And then to answer your question about regenerative politics, I think post-Helene, that's a really important question. We all, in my experience, when Helene happened, regardless of party affiliation, regardless of political view, we all started to work together. And when what happened, I was working on a political campaign at that time, and we dropped everything doing the political work, and we went immediately into rural communities and started doing food distribution and aid distribution. That, to me, is the core of what it is to be part of Western North Carolina, but also to be part of what you're talking about, regenerative politics. And I think really the key to that is going to be having these conversations. I think really the key to that is being in these spaces like you're doing, John, and having these conversations, because they may not be easy, but they're also not being had right now. And people don't want to have uncomfortable conversations, and I completely understand that, but we got to have them. And I think that communicating and sharing in community is going to be the way that we fix what's ailing us right now.
What do we do?
Yeah. So currently there are immigration enforcement operations happening mainly in Charlotte, Durham, Boone, and Raleigh at the moment. But we have had a ICE operation happen in Hickory as well, which is very nearby. So we are trying to keep folks aware, cautious, informed, but also we want to tamp down misinformation. There's been a lot of rumors going around, and so that's, I think, really key. But essentially what's happening is federal immigration officials are coming into cities regardless of permission is given by those city councilors or mayors. And they are coming in, they are staging in private parking lots, and they are then going out and grabbing people off the street. Essentially extrajudicial kidnappings. I had said earlier to somebody, that's not how America should operate. That's not how America was founded, and that's certainly not how America should be now. And so what we're trying to make sure is the key message is, regardless of immigration status, regardless of hold on the English language, you have rights. And you have the ability to not speak and not sign something. And if someone tries to tell you you don't, that's not true. And if people know that, they can fight back.
So I want to push the edge a little bit.
Yeah, please.
How familiar are you with Black Panther?
Pretty familiar.
Is there a room and space for a localized urban response of armed people, because open carry is legal here? They can monitor and watch ICE.
That's a really good question. What I would say to that is it is our right to do that. So that's the first thing, is that you have a right to carry in this state, conceal carry in this state if you have a license, and you're allowed to monitor immigration operations, enforcement operations. I would say, personally, I think that stoking frustration, anger, or violent tendencies is what we need to step back from. And so personally, I think the presence of firearms creates tension inherently in those spaces. And while, again, that is your right, you have every right to conceal carry and be protected, I think it produces more positive change when we stick together as a community unarmed and show that we're still going to be present and active, but we're not going to intimidate officers either.
I love that.
Thank you.
Really wonderful answer.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Great call. Anything else you want to tell the people of Western North Carolina about how to do these things?
I would say this is not normal. Like I said, I'm born and raised here. I grew up here where pretty much regardless of political opinion, people knew each other. They were neighbors. They were friends. They went to potlucks together. They square danced together. And that has not been happening. I would say post-COVID, but I would also say post-Helene. And now I think is the time for us to come back together and to rekindle our community and to say that we as Western North Carolinians and as North Carolinians and as Americans are not giving up the fight, and we are part of this, and we're not going to be ignored. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, John.